As a business owner, how do you decide what time horizon to focus on in your work?
When you think about a business and you think about the different times this week, 6 months from now, Q4, 5 years, 10 years, you tend to focus on the most immediate. But making time to focus on the further out in the future is just as critical. How I determine which to focus on and when, half of it comes out of the ability to have the schedule that allows that. So when we're super busy, you don't get to focus on that much. I do find though that you need to make time for that, and so determining what you're focusing on, it's very much scheduled. Mm-hmm. And so on Friday from 3 to 5, I will think about Manifold 5 years from now. On Tuesday from 9 a.m. to 10:15, I will think about Forking Tasty's season that's coming up in a couple months. Generally, though, it's harder and harder to sort of have those quiet moments. And I don't know that this is really what the question is about, but I think that giving yourself time to think is such an important thing to do. And blocking that time off in your schedule seems to become more and more a necessity, because something will happen, an email will come in, a text will come in, something will happen in which if that time is not allocated, and you don't even necessarily need to know what you're going to do in that time. It doesn't have to be about, like I said, you have to focus at Friday afternoon, I'm going to think about 5 years from now what Manifold will be. You could just block off time to not have anything to think about, and then whatever you want to think about, you think about it, and which is not the thing you were just thinking about, or the daily grind of like, I got to get this job done, or I need to call that person back. Having those moments scheduled, that rigor, I think is a critical piece of life within business, and maybe not even within business, at the speed in which things, communications, friends, personal, professional, it seems to be going.